name's Chris, and you might have seen me a minute ago riding a horse. Is it? That is Elvis. So, welcome to the joining of Kimmy and Jacob, Jacob and Kim, whatever you want to call them. So, today's a bit of a different one. So it's going to be a hand fasting. And the good thing about hand fasting is there's no right and wrong way of doing it. But the important thing is, by the end of this half an hour or so, everyone will know that these two guys are together, if you didn't know already. But a few things we're going to do during this next ceremony. So the first thing is these rings. We need to give some positive energy to these rings. So to get started really quickly. Now, if these rings go missing, there's CCTV. so you look well dodgy. If you got that one, what you need to do, guys, is pass them along, and as you touch or see the ring, think of something positive or something you want to pass on to these guys. Okay? So pass it on, nice and quick. Now, the reason why we do this is quite simple. The ring is circular, denotes solidarity and eternity. So these two beautiful people, they're going to be together forever, and the ring signifies that. It's also made of a metal, because that won't rot away. It won't die. The ties we're going to use for hand fasting may perish, but the ring will remain eternal. Also, as a circle, it's a similar shape, because there are no sharp edges, there's no corners to hide it. And these two guys, they are going to be completely open arms with each other. And that's how it works. And if you look across any tradition, any religion, there's usually a ring involved somewhere. Any of you guys study some of the pagan traditions, you might know if you look through a circle, what happens when you look through a circular stone? You see magic. And that's the same significance as well. So if you can shuffle them around, that'd be amazing. How far to get? That side, you mean slower? Where's your ring?
Yep.
Ring. That's the one. I love saying that. So let's while we're here, let's talk about these two lovely people. So we're doing this as a hand fasting, simply so we can recognise anybody else's faith or religion. If you want to pray, do whatever your God tells you to do, then this is a free space to do that. Okay? This is pretty going to be aligned with the pagan traditions about nature and good positive energy. So, just while the ring's going around, I'm going to tell you a little story about how I met these people. Just because this is my filler, by the way, while the ring's going around. So, I met young Kim. First title he ever gave. Before I knew her name, she was the worst waitress in the world. Those of you who remember the Emporium days might remember this look. Did you order this? Did you order this? What is this? Ask him. I say the worst waitress in the world. But the thing happened that first night, and there was an event on, and the owner of the Emporium said, "Oh my, who is she?" She said, "Kim, get on stage." Terrified. I don't think you'd ever sung a before. And she was there with a guitar the same size as she was. And she strummed along. And since then, I don't know if you've noticed, she sings a lot now, and really well, and writes some amazing songs. So I've always seen that as this flower kind of grow and blossom and get stronger and become even more amazing. And then a couple of years ago, we had a festival not far from here, and the keyboard player in a dodgy band was transfixed. A pretty young lady who was taking photos. Yeah? Got the band? Yeah? Dodgy as hell. Anyway. And, you know, a little spark happened, let's call it that, right? A couple of weeks later, another festival, similar vibe. Like, we like this. Who is this fella? And then it turns out to be this wonderful fine young human right here. Photos ring, anybody in the end? Where's the other one? Don't run off with it. I've got a guard horse outside. So it's actually significant that we're here today because these guys in the last 2 years, it's been a while, they've kind of grown together and had some ups and downs and some triumphs and some not such triumphs, but actually everything's good and that's really important. Okay, once the rings get to roughly the middle, I'll take them back. So I'll take that one, thank you very much. And the other one. Oh, you're well fast, look at that. Thank you. I've also got to read from notes because I really am a numb so we're going to do this little tradition now, where they're going to, and we're not going to do any sort of, wailing to any church or anything. The guys are going to show each other how much they actually truly mean to each other, and they've hopefully prepared something significant that they're going to share with everybody. So, Jake, go first. You place your ring on King's ring finger, you know the one. Place it on. Your best is drawn to the voice. Place the ring on the finger. You can do two things at once. And then go for it.
Kimberly, I choose you to share my life in marriage. I promise, above all else, to live in truth with you, my equal in all things, to communicate fully and fearlessly, to aid and support when needed. I give you my hand and my heart as a sanctuary of friendship and peace. I pledge my love, devotion, honour and trust as I commit my life to yours.
That's pretty.
Jacob, may I have your finger? I forgot my speech. I lost it. I was meant to have it here on me, but I don't. But as I place this ring on your finger, and also pledge my love to you, and thank you for the safety that you make me feel, and the safety that you will bring to my life. I love you so much, and I pledge to share my life with you. And like on these rings, it says, love no other. I will love no other but you and forever. And I hold your heart in my hand, and I crown it with my love.
This is my amazing preparation. We'll work it out. So that's the ring bit. So now they're committed. Are you leaving now again? Oh, yeah. So all that bit's done. Right, okay. So the next bit, we're going to do the hand fasting. Now, hand fasting is, you might have heard of things like the bonds of marriage, or getting hitched, or being tied down. Most of those phrases come from hand fasting, where we tie the bride and groom together. Now, in some traditions, the hand fasting is the engagement, so it lasts a year and a day. So if you want to come back here in a year's time, can we get rid of him? Options open. So the important thing is, though, the four ties we're going to use are significant to the direction. So you see the things on the floor here, our direction, but also in what we call the four cadences of nature, so the four main elements, and then lots of other traditions have all sorts of different colours as well. So the colours actually don't matter. It's the bond they mean. So you've exchanged the rings now. What we're going to do is we're going to do the tie, and then, and this is something for you to think about, I'm going to take them to the different directions. So you see the stones on the floor, we've got north, west, east, south, obviously. When we get to your stone, so you guys are west, right? And they will ask you, in their bestest drama school voices, for your blessing. And you're going to holler back at the top of your voice, either we give you a blessing, or something positive. Not rude. And we'll do the same at each corner. If you don't give them your blessing, you're in the wrong place. Feel free. We don't do any of that. Did anybody here? Okay, it's married. There's nothing we just do. Okay, so first what we're going to do is the red tie, which signifies the east. As you look, you've got fire people. So the red tie, it's about love and unity, but also about passion and creativity and protection. and having no fear, but also being looking for new life. So when things burn, they generate new life. So fire is not just about the destruction, heat is also about the regrowth and the new life, which obviously every day is a new day and all that kind of stuff. It's also, for these two especially, mystery and romance. So yeah, definitely romantic. So if you face me, give me, and if you hold the hands that you're, so just hold each other's hands out, that's fine. What we're going to do is practice this with one hand. Is it clever? Can you go through you? Go through there? Yeah, through there. Come back up. And then you hold it like that between your hands. So you're both tied. Okay. So you're both tied together. There's no escape. And then you hold that thing. Right, okay. So that's the red one. That's the fire. So imagine when fire burns land, what happens to it? It creates carbon. Carbon being one of the most common elements. It also promotes new life. So the red tie is their commitment to each other to get feisty, to get creative, to get passionate, but always generate a new positive outcome. It might be having a disagreement and just deciding the best way. I don't think you guys ever disagree, do you? So that's your red tie. Okay. Which one does this just because I'm going to play it. So, the white tie, excuse me, which is the north. That's you lot, you get my best side as well. Well done. So, the north is symbolised wind and air. So clean beginnings, clouds, think about, especially last night, mad, right? So, what's in our air is, it keeps us alive. So it's also sustainability and energy for purity, and also space, and for you two especially, it's words and creativity. So you may use the phrase that you plucked it from the air, just thought about it. There you go. You're officially tied in that as well. So what will happen very quickly, it happens already actually, you already use each other's words and use each other's sentences and do all these things, and that's what this tie signifies. It also is symbolic of balance, because for every daytime there's a night time, for every storm there's a summer, you get the idea. So, and that's all carried above us. However, Jacob, air is one that you can't control. You can't stop the wind from happening. Just saying. Good luck, my friend. Then again, to me, if you can train your wife, then you're not married to the right person. That also works with husbands as well. So, this is your white tie. So, I should have also said, by the way, the East, your significant animal is a large bird, eagle, condor, big predator bird. The East, you're all lovely. You're wolves, the hummingbirds, by the way. Worthy. So, hummingbirds for creativity and working hard as well, just to try that within the answers. Okay. Now then, the South. Should we just say this is a new one? So, this is the South. You guys. It's, I can see you smooching there. It's about fidelity, actually, and reproduction, so give it a minute. It's also about unity and harmony. Kind of the reason why we're here today. It's symbolic of a safe journey through life and beyond, where necessary. And also, it's about cleansing, because water cleans us. And also, we think about how water manages its own path. So if you think about the river, when it leaves the mountain, it works its way down the rocks to the sea, right? What happens after a couple of years? It finds its own way and it becomes a river. Same as a relationship. First few, well, for you, like 20 minutes, but for first few months, a few years, you have your moments, you bump along with the road, and you have your challenges, and then suddenly you realise, damn, 10 years have happened. And you're dead happy because you found it easier, because that river path has actually straightened and become smoother. So The water, whilst powerful, also gives us direction. And think about civilizations all over the world. What's one of the main things we live around? Rivers and seas, yeah? Because that gives us life. So the water, which is absolutely fabulous when we ever made this one. It's really quite significant. So we'll do this one again. So there's under there. Get all back in. You guys ain't escaping from this one, okay? And so because it's water, the significant animal for water is a serpent, and also a mouse. And you. There you go. That's right. I made that bit up, by the way, it's not real. Anyway, finally, my favourite one. Nature and the earth. So the West. You guys, yeah, right. Make up your Mother Nature. Pachamama, if you want to call it Pachamama, whatever you call it. So, the reason why this is important, because we wouldn't be here without it. Everything we do is born of the earth, goes through whatever journey it goes through, and dies of the earth, and we become the earth again. Okay, what religion you follow, it all happens. So symbolic of healing, but also think about that repetition every year. There's a summer, sometimes there's an autumn, there's a winter, there's a spring, there's that weird rainy period about November. But that's nature, it happens every year, and we can predict it. In fact, we set things like Christmas by it, and stuff like that. So actually, nature's also about the repetition, and we know there'll be a day tomorrow because it's been a night time. It also means, symbolises clarity, because you can pretty much be guaranteed the sun will come up tomorrow. If it doesn't, we're all buggered. So that clarity of thought and that ability to plan ahead, because we all do it when we plant a seed, we expect it to grow at some point, hopefully not too soon, and when you intended to plant, of course. So also we've got prosperity and beauty and creativity as well. So you notice a lot of these colours actually cross each other. Let me give you a little example of how the green, the nature of the earth actually works. So you know we say to people who have a heavy energy, we say shake it off, just get rid of it. Get rid of the hooch, whatever we call it, shake off the negative energy. What do you do with our rubbish? Bury it, put it in the ground. What do we do with our dead? We normally put them in the ground somewhere. What happens is the ground then regenerates them. So when the trees absorb carbon, they emit oxygen. That keeps us alive. When the trees bring in water, they turn it into oxygen. That also keeps us alive. And when things die, their memory lives on, or the spirit lives on with you. But then, as they decompose, they will then regenerate new life. So the Mother Nature is really important. I'm sure we all know. If we don't look after it, what happens? Things get warm. Okay. Not done yet? I've got a special one to add. Because gold. Now, because I completely adore these people, I'm going to give them an extra band. And gold isn't about wealth, by the way, because wealth is nothing. Gold's about wisdom, integrity, and growing together in the way that they true to their values and not being swayed from their path. Gold is also about prosperity in their unity. So whatever they produce going forward, be it other little humans, be it amazing music, be it whatever, it should be hopefully positive and strengthening and supportive of everybody else, which can't be that you're working. So the gold band is a special, because I can. Okay, we'll do a little blessing here, and then you guys are going to do the walk around, and you're going to yell. Okay? Okay, so we'll start. So these are the hands of your best friend. This is the hand of your best friend. Somebody who will love you forever and worship you and respect you and honour you, as Jacob said. These are the hands that will work alongside yours to achieve everything you need to achieve in the future. They're also the hands that will passionately love you with just the slightest touch or suggesting a touch to make you feel calm and stable. That thing where you just touch your friend behind you and go, I feel good now because they're there. That hand will do that. These are the hands that will hold you when you fear the most or when you need comfort. These These are also the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes or wipe the tears of joy from your eyes. They're also the hands that will tenderly hold your children or others as their own. These are also the hands that will give you the strength if you need it to support each other. And give encouragement even through difficult times, even though you might not want it at the time. And finally, these are the hands that even when they're wrinkled and old, I'm not looking at anyone else's hands in the room, even when they're wrinkled and old, they'll love each other, they'll reach out for yours, and yours will be there. Okay, that's my hand, right? Right. Now, this is where we get to walk around. Okay. So we're going to start with, guys, turn yourselves around, doing an exercise. So, people, just people on the staff. So last thing, then you can make as much noise as you like and go out and drink, eat pies and all the other things that people do. I love seeing people eat pies. Right, so, guys, this is the last serious bit. May we know nothing but happiness to live forward. May the road rise to meet you and be with relatively few bumps. May the wind always be at your back. May the warm rays of the sun fall upon your home and anywhere you choose to live. And may the hand of a friend always be near. Because your friends as well as everything else, right? May the green of the grass stay under your feet, and the brown of the soil, and the blue of the sky always remain above you. And may pure the joys that surround you, just like all the beautiful people here. And finally, may your hearts be true and love each other. Now you can shout as loud as you like.